Good afternoon and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here today with Fred and Tyson, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today is Tyson's ability to understand and respond to his obedience commands, the corrections and motivations that we give him while we're working with him, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, leaving his left hand free to give a correction. The correction that we give is a tug and let go on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Tyson's been fitted with his own personal training collar, and we'll show you how to properly use this during your one-on-one lesson. As you can see, Tyson is seated very nicely on Fred's left, which is where all our obedience training is done. The first exercise they're going to demonstrate is heeling. Heeling is proper walking on a leash. Fred and Tyson are going to take off doing that now. The command you want to use is Tyson heel. As you see right there too, we've incorporated an automatic sit into the heeling, so anytime Fred stops his feet, Tyson will sit. There's another automatic sit there. It's important during the heeling exercise that Tyson walks at your pace on your left-hand side. He should not try to pull you. And even with the motorcycle distraction, he does very well listening to Fred. Now we're going to demonstrate our stay command. The stay is a hand and voice command. Fred is going to use the open flat of his left palm about an inch or so from Tyson's muzzle and the one-word firm command to stay. Stay. He'll then walk out to the end of the training leash. It's a great exercise to help build that self-control. You want to start at about a minute and work your way up to about 3 minutes. When Fred returns back to Tyson, he's going to walk all the way around him, providing an added distraction as he goes behind him, and right back into left-hand side heel position. Tyson remains in the sit throughout. He's given a little praise, and they're going to go off and heel again. And we'll show you a little more heeling and the sit and the stay. There's another automatic sit. Stay. He gives him the stay, and out to the end of the training leash. This time, instead of returning back to Tyson, Fred's going to demonstrate the recall or the come command. You want to call Tyson in with his name in a nice voice. He comes in very nicely right to you. He sits right in front. And then we have an exercise called the finish, where Tyson will heel around the back of Fred to get right back into left-hand side heel position. Seated nicely. We'll demonstrate one more time. Leave him in a sit stay and out to the end of the training leash. Call him into you using his name. He comes in, sits in front, and then he'll perform the finish by heeling around the back of Fred and right back to that left-hand side heel position. He gets a little praise and they're off heeling again. It's a great time to remind you want to practice all of your commands about 15 to 20 minutes a day. Give both Tyson and Raccoon their own personal 15 minutes just to work on all their commands and keep them fresh in their minds. You can practice inside and outside your home. And we're going to show you our down commands. The first is down from a heel position. Fred's going to use the open flat of his left palm straight down towards the ground and the one-word firm command to down. He'll then give him a stay and go out to the end of the training leash. It's another great exercise to help build the self-control. You want to start at about 3 minutes on this one and work your way up to about 5. When Fred returns back to Tyson, he's going to walk all the way around him as he did on the sit stay and right back into left-hand side heel position. Tyson remains down throughout, and they're off heeling again. We'll demonstrate the down for you again. It's a great time to remind you as well that when you're practicing, you can incorporate all your commands into your daily routine. You don't have to do a rigid training session of 15 to 20 minutes a day, but incorporate it into your daily life. And Fred gives him the down again, and the stay. And out to the end of the leash. And this time he's going to show you that recall command again from the down position. You call him right into you. And he comes in, sits beautifully right in front. And then he'll heel back around the back of you to get right back to that left-hand side heel position. We'll give them a minute to get lined up for our final command, which will be down from a distance. Tyson's doing an excellent job. But if indeed he did break a command, the first word out of your mouth should be no, followed by a correction, and then you want to repeat the command. This is down from a distance.
Stay.
You're going to leave him in a sit and a stay and go out to the end of the training leash. This is the only time you're going to use your right hand to give the command, and Fred will drop Tyson into a down from the end of the training leash. Very nicely done. He'll then return back to him by walking all the way around, providing that added distraction again as he goes behind, and right back into heel position. Alright, we've shown you the obedience commands that Tyson has learned here at school. It's been a pleasure working with Tyson, and thank you again for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.